Oh my gosh, if y'all saw the thumbnail, you are in for a treat today. We are looking at the Star Light LIDU product. This is a Chinese caravan manufacturer. This is their Aquila 360. And this thing is basically built like a vehicle, about as close as you could get, and then like a yacht inside. Really, really impressive, very cool. Let's go take a look, come on. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here at the Caravan Salon event in Dusseldorf, Germany, taking a look at this 2026 Aquila 360. That's from Star Light LIDU, which you can see up there. This is a Chinese manufacturer, and it is very impressive what they're doing here. If we can find floor plan layout and specs, we'll put that on the screen. It's hard sometimes with the language differences and whatnot, but oh, nice. Actually, we got some stuff here that is in English. Okay, a couple things mentioned here, but stuff we're going to go through. Some things like I haven't seen yet. There's a 360-degree surveillance camera system. That is pretty dang cool. It has a diesel air heater in here. So that's another thing that's interesting. It's a diesel heating system. And then it also is going to have the retractable roof up here that really opens up the space nice and then collapses it down when you are towing. And it has frosted glass windows here. I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. But first of all, very unique entrance into this caravan or camper here, as the back of this will open up. You see how this is going to collapse down, basically like the hatch on a vehicle would essentially, and then this will go up. It looks like this actually goes up first, and then this will collapse down, and it just closes up the back end of this caravan there. You can kind of see what that looks like. And then this is all fiberglass exterior, but what's even more impressive before we go looking through the inside of this is the shell of what it is built with. So this is all aluminum plates here for your entire shell. So not just aluminum frame pieces, but the entire like structure of this thing underneath the fiberglass is all aluminum. So that is really, really high grade. I'm curious what like a price on something like this is going to be like, because I have not seen anything constructed quite like this, and this definitely gets it a lot closer to, you know, kind of vehicle manufacturing standards, which is very interesting to see. That was one of the most fascinating things. Show you some of the manufacturing here on this little teardrop trailer. You can see a lot of machine-made parts here, including like the riveting system and the molding for the shell. Then lots of different exterior color options too that you can get. So pretty fascinating. It's not really like, you know, much in terms of machinery with, you know, RV manufacturing in the US, kind of like you see here. But the inside is just as fascinating on this caravan right here. This is a really, really impressive little camper. Now, real quick, before I get too deep into this, if you're feeling curious and you want to see what traveling around the United States in a camper or caravan like this looks like, plus other fun stuff too, I have another YouTube channel. It's called Firmly Unbound. It's linked down below in the pinned comment and description of this video. And every time I take my camper out on a trip, the camper that I own personally in the US, we make a video of our experience with it, the things that we go do. My wife and I took a 2-month honeymoon traveling around in our camper. So lots of fun stuff on that Firmly Unbound YouTube channel that is pinned down below in the pinned comments and description of this video. If you're curious and want to take a look at some of the stuff going on there. So as we step inside, you can tell they're trying to give it like a boat style aesthetic. Look at this thing, y'all. That is so cool. So right when you walk in, great lighting everywhere. Everything that we see from the eastern part of the world really emphasizes the lighting. I'm gonna get the music turned off real quick though, so we can walk in here without having to talk over the music. And just wanna give you a size perspective with this top popping up here. I mean, you can see me sitting in this booth area. There is so much space. And then you can sit back into this area. Like, this is a cool, like, it's cozy, but it's also super modern and fun and playful. And I think that's what really makes it stand out, obviously, as well, is how playful this is. It feels like they weren't afraid to take a risk and make something bold and creative. And that is definitely what this is. And I'm so curious what you guys think. This is all like leather lined materials here on the sidewalls. Again, feels very similar to if you go into a boat, what you're going to experience here. So all leather pieces, you got the color changing LED lights here, an Alpine audio system, and then see if we can find the remote right here. When you need your privacy on the windows, see that? we have a little clicker right here, and that is going to frost the glass on the windows there. So really cool with that. This seating area is bigger than it looks. You actually like could lay out just on this part alone. That part is so big. And then you have the backrest there. They're kind of lounge back, so you can lean back into those. Have your Alpine speakers up front here. Looks like we got, this might even be more speakers here. So really trying to make like a pretty booming audio system. Got the individual reading lights there. LED lights up through this space. USB ports. Look at that. Your AC is coming up through this space in what looks like those, I mean, those might be Mercedes air vents right there, something similar to it. You know, this is, again, a Chinese manufacturing, so they might have air vents like that in other vehicles. Got your windshield up front here, so you can lay down in this space and be able to look up out that window. And the windows here are huge. You can see they will pop open, so you can let a breeze through. And just really, really cool. AC is underneath this cushion right here. So the AC will come up from right there as well as underneath these seats and kind of fill the area. Got your dining table here. It does have leaves here that extend off of both sides, so you can extend it out further if you want. You can move this around however you want, take this out, kind of make the space how you want it to be. And I'm sure this will collapse down and make into a full-size bed if you want to make this whole area one large bed. So pretty dang sweet with that. Then we get to this space and we have a clothing rod here, so you can like hang some clothes or hang different items here. It does cover up so you can close this whole space like so. But that opens up, and then we have our toilet down underneath here. So you do get a small little toilet there with its own tank that the toilet will run into. So you still get that space. And speaking of tank, if you want to make sure that everything that goes into your toilet and out of your toilet in your RV, this is liquefied. This is a black tank treatment for your RV that you can find on Amazon, as well as within the US. They have it at Blue Compass RV stores across the country in their parts departments, and Walmart as well. They'll have it in this pod formula, liquid formula, and powder formula, and that's going to make sure that your black tank stays healthy and performing as it should, plus keeps your RV smelling nice. As we come back around this way, we got our refrigerator down underneath here. Very small refrigerator, but kind of to be expected. Got your freezer portion up above there, but it is taped closed. They have a fragrance machine. Wonder what the heck that means. No way you can. What? They got little. Oh my gosh, it has a scent. No way. There's like a really clean scent in there. I don't know if that's like infusing this through the. Oh my gosh, it's different smells. What? I don't know exactly what that's supposed to be there for, but that is cool, whatever it is. I'm curious like what the exact function of that is. If you guys know, let me know down below in the comments. Got your cup holder here, and this does actually have climate control on the cup holder, so you can make your drinks warmer or colder with that. Wireless charging pad there. Have your little cooktop here. This looks like it might be in, I don't know if this is an induction cooktop, an electric cooktop. It's hard to tell exactly, but still really interesting nonetheless. You got your sink there as well. And then showing you the ceiling height too. Like I was saying, with the top popped up here, I'm standing up straight, and it's 6'2" with my shoes on. There's great ceiling height in here. You can really stand up here and hang out. You could entertain in here. It'll be a little tight, but you certainly could have multiple people in here playing board games or anything like that. Gosh, if you set up a TV somewhere in here, it doesn't have a TV, but you could get some Mario Kart going or something like that. It just seems like it's a spot to have fun for sure. Got your lights through here, some storage space through here. See the LIDU branding right there. And then looks like we got a like outdoor shower connection right here for an outdoor water source when needed, and kind of has this, you know, boat style entrance. So very unique, very cool. Electric rear tailgate there. You can see that is electric, so really nice on that. And just a unique kind of one-of-a-kind style camper. Also really unique on these smaller campers out here. We see they have front and rear stabilizers, so they're not like cheaping out and just giving you rear stabilizers and counting on the tongue jack to do the front stabilization. So that's really nice, and those look like a pretty dang, you know, robust stabilizer arm too. So pretty impressive with that. That is nice. You have this outdoor kitchen here, and it has this diesel cooktop, so that is tied into your diesel fuel tank, which is up in this area here. We'll take a look at. I have grab handles here, so you can push and move this around with your own bare hands. And then you open this up here, you got your storage space, and you can see your diesel tank right there for your diesel heater and for that cooktop outside. So a very cool, one-of-a-kind camper out here. Again, the construction on here, you can see it here. And then let's go ahead and see they got another camper over here that's completely different in aesthetic. Let's just peek in here and see kind of what that looks like. Pretty interesting, but the other one is certainly more attention-grabbing, without a doubt. The one thing I'm not sure about is the price on this. I cannot find any pricing information here, so I'm curious, what do you guys either think this would cost, or would you be willing to pay for something like this? Especially keep in mind, this is how it is built right here. So my mind immediately goes to, like, I think at least like probably 40,000 is kind of what I feel like this would go for in the United States. Maybe in the low or the mid to high $30,000 price range, but I don't know. But this is something that's definitely going to be more of the, you know, premium end of products here. So curious what you guys think though. Let me know what you think the price on something like this would be, or what you would be willing to pay for something like this. So curious your thoughts on what you think of this Aquila 360. This is a really, really fascinating product here. It looks like we got some storage underneath there, but that's probably locked. But really cool, really neat. Want to know your thoughts? Let us know down below in the comments, and very curious what you think about this thing. So let us know. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, live firmly unbound.